In July 2025, France informed Germany of its intention to claim 80% of the workshare in the Future Combat Air System FCAS program, a bold move that has reignited old doubts about Paris's reliability in multinational defense ventures. The FCAS, a trilateral project involving France, Germany, and Spain, aims to develop a sixth-generation fighter aircraft known as the Next Generation Fighter NGF. But with internal rivalries, intellectual property disputes, and national defense ambitions colliding, the future of FCAS now hangs in the balance. Valued at more than €100 billion, the FCAS project was envisioned as Europe's response to growing global competition in air dominance, especially from the US and China. However, the ambitious initiative has struggled to meet development milestones. Originally targeted for full deployment by 2045, the NGF component remains far from realization. The latest crisis stems from Dassault Aviation, France's lead defense contractor, asserting that it should receive 80% of the workshare for the NGF. Dassault claims it possesses the required technical expertise to design the aircraft independently and efficiently. Unsurprisingly, this declaration has triggered a wave of concern in Berlin and Madrid. German lawmaker Christoph Schmid, from the ruling Social Democratic Party, warned that the French position could be the last nail in the coffin for the program. The stakes are especially high as FCAS prepares to enter Phase 2. The construction and flight of a demonstrator aircraft. French media and defense analysts have largely supported Dassault's demand. Outlets like Meta Defense argue that unlike Germany and Spain, France lacks the flexibility to delay its next-generation fighter. With the Rafale fleet due to retire by the 2040s, France faces a narrow development window. According to them, Dassault's decades of end-to-end aircraft development experience make it the natural leader of the FCAS initiative. But Germany and Spain view the situation differently. They point to the absence of a clearly defined leadership framework within the FCAS partnership as the root of its stagnation. Unlike the successful Neuron drone project where responsibilities were distributed based on each partner's expertise, FCAS suffers from power struggles, shifting deadlines, and overlapping ambitions. This discord has raised a deeper question. Is France a reliable partner in European fighter jet development? History suggests otherwise. France's past, a pattern of withdrawal. This isn't the first time Paris has entered, then exited, a multinational fighter jet initiative. In fact, both the Panavia Tornado and the Eurofighter Typhoon, two of Europe's most successful fighter programs, began as joint ventures with France. In both cases, France left midway, citing concerns similar to those voiced in the FCAS debate. Back in the 1960s, the UK and France partnered to build a swing-wing multirole fighter under the Anglo-French Variable Geometry AF program. But in 1967, France withdrew, forcing the UK to seek new partners. This led to the formation of Panavia Aircraft GUM, a consortium of the UK, Germany, and Italy, which developed the Tornado. France, meanwhile, pursued its Mirage G project, ironically, a similar design to the Tornado. Despite France's exit, the Tornado went on to become a combat-proven success. It served as the backbone of the Royal Air Force for nearly 4 decades, conducting missions from Cold War nuclear deterrence to precision strikes in Iraq and Libya. A similar story unfolded with the Eurofighter Typhoon in the 1980s. France initially joined the four-nation partnership Germany, the UK, Italy, and Spain, but left in 1985. Again, disagreements over workshare, design priorities, and the inclusion of naval capabilities for aircraft carrier use prompted Paris to abandon the program. While the Eurofighter consortium moved forward, developing one of Europe's most capable fighters, France went its own way, focusing on the Rafale. Rafale, a successful solo venture. France's decision to develop the Rafale independently proved to be a strategic masterstroke. Entirely French-made from engines to radar systems, the Rafale initially struggled to secure export orders. But in the past decade, it has turned into a global success story. Countries such as Egypt, the WE, and Serbia have collectively ordered more than 140 Rafales in recent years. France's ability to negotiate these deals without external political interference, unlike Eurofighter sales, which required approval from all member nations, has given it a competitive edge. For instance, Germany's strict human rights policy delayed Eurofighter sales to countries like Saudi Arabia. France, unencumbered by such constraints, capitalized on opportunities the consortium partners could not pursue. This autonomy even allowed France to develop a naval variant of the Rafale for its own aircraft carrier, a capability that Eurofighter Typhoon lacks. Is FCAS headed for the same fate? The FCAS program now stands at a crossroads. France's increasing assertiveness echoes its past behavior in collaborative projects. Its demands for majority control, combined with its demonstrated ability to succeed solo, have prompted speculation that Paris might once again abandon a European venture to pursue national priorities. But this time, the stakes are even higher. FCAS is not just a fighter jet, it's an integrated defense ecosystem, combining manned aircraft, drones, cloud-based combat systems, and next-generation weaponry. If successful, it could define Europe's strategic independence for decades. But that vision depends on trust, balance, and cooperation among the partners, elements currently under strain. France may argue that time is running out, and that centralizing leadership is the only path to meet deadlines. Germany and Spain, however, worry that giving in would marginalize their industries and jeopardize their own defense sovereignty. Some analysts propose restructuring the program to assign leadership roles based on expertise, like in the Neuron project. Others fear it may already be too late. Conclusion: a decisive moment for Europe's defense future. Year, May 2025, proved to be a defining moment for European defense collaboration. Either FCAS emerges stronger through restructuring and mutual compromise, or it collapses under the weight of its internal contradictions, just as Panavia Tornado and Eurofighter Typhoon once did with France's exit. France's track record shows a consistent pattern: collaboration, then withdrawal when full control is denied. While this strategy has yielded national successes like the Rafale, it raises serious questions about Europe's ability to work as a united front in building strategic military capabilities. As geopolitical tensions rise and sixth-generation fighter programs accelerate globally, Europe can ill afford another fractured project. Whether FCAS becomes a symbol of European unity or another cautionary tale of fractured alliances now depends on decisions made in the months ahead.